All right, it is Monday evening, the 7th. All right, so we were just discussing here that we were talking about candle color and entry. Again, on Pathfinder 2.0, which is what I have been working everything into for the moment. If you look, we have our red background, which is overall direction. You can see we have our bright red candles. You can see we have red fair value gaps. We were talking about how on this one, this is called a pullback is coming, PBIC. If I was to go up in time frame, you would see this is one big solid candle. That means you're likely going to get a deeper pullback in order to mitigate the orders because it had moved so far, so fast, so suddenly. Typically means a deeper pullback is coming. So it did. First triangle moved down a little bit and then pulled back. Then on this one right here, the market corrected, came back down in, came up, and there is a triangle right here, which you can't see because I have a bunch of orders there. Right there is your triangle. You have a triangle inside of a red fair value gap with a background. That is your entry. Don't overcomplicate it. It's literally like that is the entry, guys. It has all three elements. It's red background, selling, to red triangle, red fair value gap equals take the trade. Okay? Sell in this case. Okay? And it would be opposite for buys. The candle color, the question was asked, does the candle color matter? In short, no. However, if you get a red triangle and it is bright blue candles, do not take it. Why? Because it's showing you strength momentum to the upside and you're selling into that. That's a bad idea. If it's pale, but you've been having bright red candles before or you're in the red background, that is totally fine. Pale is just fine. You do not want an opposing color. Like this is pale, that's even fine. This is blue, that's fine. But when you start to see like bright red, you want to use caution on the buys and opposite for the blues because it means it could be pulling back deeper. Here's obviously a great trade right here. You can see bright red comes to pale. Those are your best trades. Okay? Those are going to be your best trades. For sure. So no, in short, it does not matter, but exercise caution. If you're looking to sell but you got bright blue candles, maybe lower your contract size a little bit. Okay? And so that's what you want to do. Red triangle inside of the red fair value gap with a red background. We want to take that sell. In this case, 5 contracts. I'm risking $500 up here to the top. And I'm looking to get down here. Now, I typically hit my lockout around 1500. So if I wanted to go for one and done, I would set it for 1550 right there. Press the play. And there you go. Goes back to bright red, showing that we've got that momentum near that previous structure, and targets hit. That would be a one and done. Okay? Now you can see here on the blues, you have you've got 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. This one here pulled deeper back down to this level, and then eventually rallied. So you may or may not have won that one if you took it. This one is a win. That's a win right there. And this one is a win. This one is also a win right here. That one's also a win right there. This one is, you can see here, this is pulling back bright red. So a little caution right there. That one wins. And then that brings us to where we are currently. So you have a whole lot of winning trades in here in order for you to be able to get your bag. Now, let's just take a look and take a sample size of what does this look like. When I'm taking this trade right here, I'm looking left and I'm looking where my stop loss is going to go. It's going to go below this white dot right here. So when I enter, I drag my stop loss down, and then I can increase my position to where it makes sense, where I'm not over leveraging. So if I'm max risk 500, that's 465, that's fair. If it pulls deeper and stays valid, I'm good to go, okay? This market does not do that. Instead, this market continues higher. And my $750 target, which is half of what I'm looking to do for the day. So because I can't leverage up so much, I have to split it into multiple trades, or 2 trades here. So first trade, this took some time. Okay, there's a little bright blue, comes back in, right there, boom, hits it. That's the first trade done. Okay, another trade coming up here. Watching, right there. Perfect. And stop loss is gonna go below, right there. Okay, yep, we're gonna do 3 contracts again. And here's the higher high right here, 405 on that one. So not the most lucrative trade. There we go, that one hits. And there is another one right here. Stop loss goes down below my fair value gaps, right? This one, let's see here. This one you can almost get away with the, you could probably get away with the 5 contracts. And at this point, you only need $400 because you're already at $11.55. So if you're going for a $1,500 target, it only needs to get to right there. Boom, you're done. $1,500 for the day on 3 trades right here. Within from 6:45 to what was that? 6:45 to 7:30. 1 hour on the 15-second time frame, and you're done. That is why I recommend the 15-second time frame. You will get a lot of trades. You'll be able to get your target quicker than on the 1 minute typically. The 1 minute will give you a few good moves a day, but the red triangles on the 1 minute I don't recommend. Let's just take a look and see what they did today. Okay, let's see if it would have worked out for you. What would have happened today? Here we go, right here. That would have won, that would have won. That one showed profit, but ultimately did not push lower. This one had a nice spike in here that might have shook you out for sure. Otherwise, that won. This one did not win. This one won, that one won. This one did not win because it was already switching to the, it was switching to buying on the 15-second, which you can see here. This right here, bright blue, in a overall downtrend on the 1 minute. It's been pulling back. So 1 minute actually did okay today, but you can see it required a little bit more space, a little bit more room. Even here on the 1 minute, looks like these mostly worked out until the last one there. Same thing, last one here didn't work out. So they are all showing some level of profit, but it's just a matter of did they actually push lower or not. So I don't recommend taking them on the 1 minute. You could though, if you back test it and you're like, hey, you know what? I like the odds, I like the ratios, and it makes sense to you, by all means, take it on the 1 minute. Okay? All right, cool. Diamond fist in chat. If you guys are good with that, it is simple. Put some diamond fist in there, and I want you to type out simple. It's simple. Simple. Keep it simple. My goal is to look like this. Open Discord. Open Discord. My goal is to look like this. This is, there you go. That's the vibe right there. That's the vibe. I'm going for the old money vibe, baby. Old money. No, probably barefoot shoes. Probably barefoot shoes. Actually, I have barefoot loafers, so technically, yes. But today I got off the boat looking like this. Got my flower shirt on. Actually, that's not true. I was definitely shirtless for 3 days straight. Bro, I have chest hair. It's just peach. It's blonde. You can't see it, but it's there. It's blonde. It does exist, though. It does exist. All right. Very good. Yeah, blonde is better than gray. That's right. I have a little bit of gray that's starting to come in here. Just like a little bit. You can't really see it, but there's just a tiny bit there. You guys keep giving it to me because you keep taking these freaking terrible trades. Like, I want you guys to just picture me over your shoulder tomorrow when you trade and be like, would Graham take this? Or would he slap my hand if I was going to click this? WWGD. What would Graham do? Okay, what would he do? Would Graham take this trade? No, Graham would not take this trade. Thankfully, you guys are hard enough on yourselves. I don't really have to be that hard on you. I don't have to be too hard. You guys are pretty much got that covered. Y'all pretty tough on yourselves, and you know when you mess up. You guys already know. So thankfully, I don't got to be the tough teacher. Now, if you look, remember how I always tell you guys to look left? Here's the previous red right here, right? We've already broken this, so we have a change of character, but now we've also broken this. That's a double change of character right there. All right, so this bad boy is selling. If you want to take a trade, I'll take one with you guys, okay? With like very low contracts, because I said I wouldn't trade in the evening anymore. So I won't give it the full Monty, you know. All right, so watch this. Red arrow condition. Let me know when the red arrow condition triggers. All I do is I set my alerts on these arrows, guys. That's it. Or the triangles. That's it. I just have alerts set right here. I pause them at the end of the day, and then I activate them when I'm ready to trade in the morning, right? I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I turn those on, go grab a cup of coffee, right? Do some push-ups, get the blood flowing, and I'm ready to take a trade if it presents itself, okay? Now let's see what kind of corrective wave we get on the 15-second. Okay. Yes. Yeah, the candles were bright red and it was great trade. You're going to have bright red on the deeper pullbacks. You're going to have bright red on the deeper pullbacks. It is okay to still take those trades. They're going to actually be the better trades when they work out because they're deeper. It's a deeper pullback. They're juicier. There's more money involved in those when they work out. This is coming down, so as this comes down, it's going to come up to meet it. It doesn't mean that they're going to touch. It just means when this is coming down, it's because this is pulling back typically. This one is coming pretty far down. The closer it gets to it, the greater the chance of getting that triangle. So just be ready. Be patient, everybody. Be patient. Patience. Okay, if we get a pullback here, it will indeed give us a red triangle because we are very close to the top of our channel here. So if it comes up into maybe this level right here, we will probably see one. We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. I'm on 15 seconds. See what that means when it turns blue on the red. What do you mean when it turns blue on the red? Like this right here? That means that there's a blue fair value gap that occurred right there, which has already been mitigated. So it basically doesn't exist. Okay, here we go. Coming up to these red fair value gaps.
Attention.
Here we go. Let it push up a little bit. Right there, we're going to hit it. As it pushes up, we're going to take that for the sell. Right in here. All right? Looking for the sell right there. Set your take profit down below. And we're looking for that continued momentum to the downside. Doesn't matter how long it took us to get here. We're looking for the continuation to the downside, okay? This one didn't even touch that red fair value gap as of yet. It may still. So leave a little space, a little room in the chamber, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're looking to get down here. All right, we're in profit. Let it ride. Let's see if we can break this big candle right here. Running into a little pivot here. Okay, coming back to that little fair value gap there. Still valid. All right, we are back at entry right now. Really, if we get any higher than that wick, we don't want to stay in the trade. It's basically far enough. There, we're now back in profit. Okay, so we let the market show us its hand there. I'm sitting in this at 3 contracts in case anybody's curious. On minis, 3 mini contracts on NASDAQ. And again, we're looking to get to right here. I now have a stop right here. Okay. Okay. And we're trying to push the target. Hold with those diamond fists, my friends. Hold with those diamond fists. Stop trading your birthright for a bowl of soup. Somebody caught that reference. I know one of you caught that. Somebody got that. This is where you guys always shake out. Somebody's always shaking out. Stop shaking out. Stop it with that shakeout nonsense. Okay, you have a clear stop loss now. If it gives you another red triangle and it fits the description and you have the ability to add more to your position, you can do that. Just like we covered earlier on that same trade. Remember how it gave a triangle, deeper pullback after the triangle, came back down in, came up, gave another red triangle? If it does that, and you now know you have a very clear stop loss position, you can add to your position and hit it. If it gives it to you, it may not give it to us. It may just go down here, which we win either way, right? All right, nice bright red. Come on down. All you need is that lower low for you guys to take profit. Okay, so just looking for that lower low to take profit. Patience, patience, patience here. No shaking out. Let me see those diamond fists in the chat. Good. Diamond fists, guys. Just hang on. Pretty high probability of success here. We should be getting this pretty soon. It's either going to give us another red triangle or we're going to push down and get our bounty here. Okay, here it comes. Little mitigation of that candle. Nice solid red candle there, bright color. We should hit it on this run. My target is sitting at 887.75. Just targeting that lower low. Why? Because there's liquidity there. The market wants to eat that liquidity. So we have it set where it can strike that liquidity and we can safely get profit. Patience. Everybody should be sitting in good profit right now. Can always change very quickly, but so far it's behaving just fine for us. You guys know everything. Conditions can change in a matter of half a second. Okay, depending on how many positions you guys have in the market, depending on how many positions you have, if you want to close some of it, you can close a partial right now. When it drops lower, you could close another partial. Okay, so if I have 3 positions, I've already just closed one. I've secured that. I'm going to go risk-free now at this point, so I cannot lose anything, and I've guaranteed made money on this trade, okay? So I've made money no matter what. No matter what happens, I'm going to bed and I've already increased my equity for tomorrow's trading day. It's fantastic. So I've already closed one contract. One of 3. We're still seeing a lot of selling pressure. Every time the buyers push it up, it comes back down. On the lower low, you're going to close another position on the lower low. If we get it before it pulls back here. My stop profit is at 894.50. Just below my entry, so as long as it doesn't pull back too far. Yeah, see, there's another nice selling rejection. No need to panic on any of that. That's why you secure some of the bag, like secure a little bit of profit, so that way no matter what, you've made money, right? It's a smart thing to do. Okay, here's the buyers trying to push it again. Met with sellers once again. Okay, here we go. Let's see if they can push. If they push these wicks right here, if they push this little flat, it's gonna shoot down. So if it breaks this right here, it's gonna push. Okay, if you hear that alarm go off, you close one contract, close the majority, so that way you leave one last position in the market. Okay, so you're going to leave something in the market. Not the most convincing bearish trend we've had, is it? Not at all. All right, we'll see if the sellers are there to push it back down as it comes back up to the previous area. Sellers answer with a mighty thrust to the downside. Again, as soon as that alarm goes off, take partial. Close the majority when the alarm goes off. All right, there we go, right there. That one touched it. Very good. Now this last position that I have, I'm going to see how far I can hold it for. So you've already gotten profit. You're secured. You've already hit your target. I mean, that one touched the target. So you hit. And now for the last position, we're going to see if we can get a run here. So just the way that this ran, if this runs to the downside, we're going to watch our oscillator down here and see if it'll push down. If it pushes down and gives us a nice big mountain, once the mountain turns, we're going to look to get out, okay? That's an easy way to do it. Okay, or you can wait for it to come back flat, but you give up a lot of ground when you do that. So here you go, lower low coming in. There you go. Nice droppage. We won't be surprised if this one does a liquidity grab. Now that we have a lower low, now move your stop loss down above this right here. Move the stop loss right here. If it comes back up into this nonsense, we don't want to be in it. So my stop loss is now sitting at 22,892. So 892.25. 892.25. Right here. 892.25. Right here. All right. So now I have secured the bag even more. So that target got hit. I've secured the bag, give it a little bit of space, but I want to see a continuation from here. Otherwise, you have a potential liquidity grab, and it comes back up in here and does a reversal. And then we're just done with the trade, right? But for me, it secures an extra $50 guaranteed. which means in the end on this trade, I make $210 no matter what, which for many of you, that's your daily goal right there in one trade on 3 contracts. Especially if you have 5 accounts and you're doing that. We're still in the trade, but this one pushed below and came right back up in, so I don't really have much as far as expectations on this one go. We're starting to see some more buyers. Not exactly running yet. We'll give it a chance though. This is on the last one, don't ever shake out of it. It's just pointless. Like, you leave the last one in there for the chance to just milk as much of it as possible. So that way you're in a move and not watching it. There we go. We're stopped out. So, all right. So in the total, in the end, because it was a fast push up there, I cleared $186 in total on that trade, and I'm done for the evening. I made my little extra, and that's it. You guys got to see what a very slow but winning trade looks like. All right. Excellent. All right, throw some 7s in the chat for me if that made sense for you. If that worked, you guys understood exactly what we did, why we did. That was a perfect example of how to take a winning trade right there. Okay? Even with we had a pretty good pullback on that after we got in too, and we were still able to get the bag on it. So good job, everybody. How long do you wait for the target to hit? As long as it stays valid, you wait as long as it takes. Time does not matter. Time means nothing. Time has nothing to do with anything. It's all about the orders in the market and the orders getting filled. Where the market has gone, that's what matters. How long it takes to get there doesn't matter at all. It literally doesn't mean anything. So, all right, guys, it's been an hour. We caught another winning trade tonight. My suggestion is sleep on it. Go to bed with a win and practice, right? Go over, do your back testing, and get your strategy down, get it dialed in, all right? If you guys have any issues with the indicator, please let me know so that way I can get it and help you get it set up. I recommend you trade it on the 15 seconds. Remember, find your overall direction, go in overall direction, manage your risk appropriately, and get that bag. Make sure you lock in your profits and walk away for the day. All right? All right, you guys are amazing. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. May God bless you, keep you. May his countenance shine upon you, and may he bring you peace. Eloisa, send me your details on what it is. Yes, she probably is on minis versus micros. Excellent. You're very welcome, Kenyon. That's why you're on micros versus minis. It'll be different. Yep, it does. It makes a difference. Sure does. Yeah, but that's cool that it was better on micros. That's cool. Mind blow. All right, you guys have an amazing evening. I'm out. I'll get this recording posted for the replay. Enjoy. I'll catch you guys on the trading floor. Trade well.